Facebook has modified its regulation of facility, importance 1.5 trillion members will not be secured by hard new confidentiality protections upcoming to Europe. The go comes as the company many faces a episode of questions of lawmakers and regulators about the planet above its processing of private information. The changing revolves about that users will be controlled via its Europe staff in Ireland. Facebook told it plan more clear confidentiality rules world. The Go, informed by Reuters, will see Facebook users external the EU regulated by Facebook Inc. in the US quite rather than Facebook Ireland. It is wide seen as a way of the public web avoiding possessing to use the forthcoming General Information Protect Regulatory, GDPR, to countries external the EU. The changing will influence more than rather than 70% of its more than rather than 2 trillion members. As of December, Facebook had 239 millionth users in the US and Canada and 370 millionth in Europe. It as well had 1.5 trillion members in Africa, Asia, Australia and Roman America, and they are the ones struck by the changing. Users in the US and Canada include never been object to Europe rules. This GDPR and EU customer law set out particular rules for regulation and information policies that we include turned on for EU users. We include been precise how we are offer all who uses Facebook the identical confidentiality protections, controls and configure, no question wherever they dwell, told Stephen Deadman, Vice Head World Confidentiality Official at Facebook. Sylvia Kingsmill, a digital confidentiality specialist at consulting KPMG, told such a moves were an lightweight way of for technology firms. I believe how the social weighting is how their information, that they easily offer up to enterprise giants, is secured and I believe the type of go will capture up in the firms how do he. She added how regulators and lawmakers in the US and Canada were work on their own laws how would represent the identical controls proposed by the play-changing GDPR. In 2008, Facebook set up its world staff in Ireland to get benefit of the nation's low enterprise tax rates, but it as well intended all users external the US and Canada were secured by Europe regulation. The changing will indicate users external Europe will no much longer be capable to folder complaints in the Irish Information Protect Commissar or in the Irish courts. GDPR, due to go in strength following monthly, giving EU consumer far more monitoring above their information. It as well promises to penalty firms found to include breached information rules up to 4% of their yearly world income. Facebook has been by very shut study next revelations how up to 87 millionth users may include had their information collected by policy sale company Cambridge Analytica out of their agreement. In his answers to convention above Facebook's participation in the fracas, Mark Zuckerberg told how GDPR was departure to be a really favorable move for the web. While requested if the regulation should be attached in the US, he replied, I believe all in the planet deserves nice confidentiality protect.